Hello, beautiful people. My name is Kira, aka Words by Kira, and in this video, I have my friend Darren on. He is a fitness guru, in my opinion. He's been doing this for over a decade, and we're going to really hear about his perspective on fitness and health exercise. I just want to make it clear that I'm very body positive. We are, and no matter your size, big or small, we think you're beautiful, and we're just going to be talking about health. So in this video, if you want to hear more about Darren's journey, then keep on watching. So, Darren, I know that you started this fitness journey like intense. I can't even. This guy's a Gemini, y'all, so you already know.
Oh, here we go. Here we
Yeah,
go.
we can start like straight like that, Gemini. No, but in all seriousness, Darren, like you told me you did sports back in the day, but you really got serious about fitness 10 years ago. So, what prompted you to take it more seriously?
All right, let me tell a quick story. Okay, so when I was a kid, right, I remember as early as like 6, 7 years old, right? When I used to go to the grocery store with my mom, she would like, go shopping in like for the actual food. I would sneak up to the magazine aisle, the magazine section, and I was just immediately drawn to like the muscle and fitness magazines, like with the bodybuilders on it. I'm like, as a little kid, like, oh boy, wow, look at their muscles, right? And so that's like one of the earliest like exposures to fitness I had. And then moving on, I played a little sport here and there. Like I played football in seventh grade, but I was trash. I was really small. And I also played I ran track in high school and football. I also was goo. I was undersized. But I loved everything about the practice, the conditioning, the working out part because I've always been fascinated like with the body, how it moves and stuff. And so I like to say like I got like my hard start into working out heavy. It was my sophomore year in college. I got a refund check and it was January. And high school, one of my best friends he owned the P90X home like DVD workout systems, like one of the most popular of all time. And I did that a couple times in high school. I told myself like one day if I ever get the money for this, I'm gonna buy it for myself. And so one random day I purchased P90X on a Saturday in my sophomore year of college. And once I got it, it was a wrap. Like that was just it changed everything for me. Being able to work out like that in my dorm room with limited equipment, then you watch your body transform, and that like literally changed my life. And real quick, so the founder and like the star of P90X, like the workout DVD, his name is Tony Horton, and he's kind of like one of the goats of the fitness industry, and definitely like one of the basically the goat of like the home workout thing. But I met him in 2015. He came to the gym I was working in. He was in town, and yeah, it was just really cool meeting him in person, and yeah, it was a really good experience.
That's so dope, Darren. I mean, I always knew you as a workout person. I would always see you on your bike, and yeah, clearly I'm not like a big fitness person because I'm like, oh yeah, workout people, exercise people. But I guess I'm curious. So you said you started off with that home DVD, and that really got you into it. So now, what kind of exercises do you do? Do you still kind of stick with that type of process, or have you evolved into something else?
So I just like moving my body, and like as I've gotten older, because things do change. Like I'm 30 now, and I mean, my body is the way it feels and reacts and recovers and whatever is different when I was 21 and could like party on Saturday night and then wake up at 6 a.m. and do like an hour long workout. It's just different.
Yeah.
So I just like moving the body, and so I play some sports. Like I know like about that, like those type of workouts, like track workouts, whatever. I, lifted weights for football, so I know how to lift weights. Um, so I mean, primarily I enjoy lifting weights, right? I ran a boot camp in DC for 6 years, so like a pair of dumbbells, what I'm saying? It's like I kind of take pride in using minimal equipment, like minimalistic,
Mm.
but I like doing body weight training, yoga, running, hiking, lifting weights. I mean, I don't swim often, but I can swim, but I want to incorporate that more into my lifestyle, like the older I get.
Hmm.
But I mean, really anything you can think of. I was a huge cyclist in DC. I don't do it really in LA anymore, but that was like my primary mode of transportation when I was on the East Coast. And
Hmm.
so, I mean, basically anything you can possibly think of. Like I'm just so grateful. I don't mean to be necessarily morbid or cliche, but I'm grateful like to like not be paralyzed. Like when I see someone like on the street like in a wheelchair, whether they were born that way or like some tragic accident happened, I like literally in that moment I thank God and like remind myself to thank God and so like when I don't feel like working out or when I complain through a workout or I'm tired or whatever, I remind myself that some people either could walk and can't walk anymore or can never walk. And so like those kind of things like I remind myself constantly. Um, I don't try to take for granted the fact that I have, you know, full activity of my body. So
Yes.
I really like move my body, whether it's stretching or doing the heavy lifting routine, pretty much anything you can think of that involves exercise.
That's excellent. I was just going to ask you what helps you stay so consistent because I know this is a part of your lifestyle. So that gives me a clear indication of what makes you want to keep going, get up every day and do it. Because I know for me, I'm like kind of, I guess I'm a year and a half into my fitness journey because for years, like I was very lazy, y'all. Like I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. I'm not even going to deny. I think even in college, there'd be times I'm like, oh, Darren, can you work out with me? You'd be like, yeah, sure. This is the time. I never fall through. But it's okay, y'all. For anybody out there that wants to start doing this and feels like, I keep on procrastinating, it's possible if you get your mind right and get focused. Because now, I mean, I'm not like you, Darren. I don't know how often you work out, but I would imagine probably the vast majority of days, if not every day. I just kind of do like 3 times a week, 4 times a week. But I love yoga like you. I love yoga. I really like strength training. I've been doing some like circuit training. That's more new for me. Like I never used to really do that before, but I've been noticing like some differences in my body, which is great. Is there anything else that helps you stay consistent other than just really having gratitude for your body?
Oh, for sure. First of all, okay, keep this as short as possible. So, you know, so in DC, right? I basically worked in almost any gym chain you could think of. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, you're around a lot of weightlifters, and definitely like being on staff. You say like, okay, my club had like the fitness manager. Most fitness managers, like, a lot of them are like kind of like swell dudes. Like a lot of them are heavy into lifting. And so I say that because like a lot of them are in like the bodybuilding world, and with that, it's like a lot of people who like compete for shows, right? And so the reality of it is like if you compete for shows, most people are doing steroids, whether they have their pro card or not. People just do steroids. And so I said it because so I don't do steroids. And so someone who doesn't take any kind of enhancement whatsoever, you have to be very, very, very consistent to even maintain. Now, everyone has different genetics. I have some friends who haven't lifted a single weight in 10 years, but they have six packs of huge muscles. Like there's their genetics. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's body is built different, reacts to certain foods and whatever differently. So it's several reasons why I can say consistent. One is because to maintain strength and a certain look and muscle mass and all that kind of stuff. I have to, but besides that, it's like I take pride in it, and also working out keeps me sane.
Mm.
So with the whole quarantine thing, one thing that I embrace and I even look forward to is the fact that I understand I couldn't go to the public gym anymore, but I'm like, okay, this is going to just give me an opportunity to work out even more because if I'm at home all the time, I'm not gonna sit in my butt. I'm just gonna get it in, So, like, I know everyone isn't that way as far as being consistent. Some people don't enjoy working out; they just do because they know they need to for their health. But like, as
Yeah.
far as being consistent, it's not. But here's the thing, though. See, people don't understand. Like, I post workouts all the time, right? Basically every day on my social media, and people don't understand. Like, although I do it all the time, 75% of the time I don't feel like doing it.
Really?
Like, okay, say it's a regular Wednesday, or let's say Saturday, like where I have all day, right? Say I wake up early, get my good meal in, you know what I'm saying? I'm rested. It's a regular day, great weather. Knowing I have to work out, and knowing I like doing it in the morning, say like I like doing it normally at 9 o'clock, I might procrastinate all day and do it like 5 p.m. because I just didn't feel like doing it. But
Yeah.
that's the thing about it because like where the consistency ties in because like say you put it off all day after you work out every single time. There's no one who's ever worked out, had a good workout, and regretted it. Every single time, serotonin, endorphins are rushing, like you get that post workout high. You feel better about yourself because you slightly improve that 0.1%. Every time you work out, you get better. And so keep doing it. And just tell yourself, keep doing it. And whatever motivation you have to find or whatever reason, I don't care what it is, but keep doing it. So what keeps me consistent is I know the benefits of consistency.
Yeah.
And so like, that's what's grown my body over the years. That's what, that's what helps me like to watch it transform over time. But yeah, for me saying consistent is a lot of reasons, but it's mostly because I have to for my health. I have to maintain, like the shape I'm in, but also just because like I know it works.
That's real. And you're so right. After you finish, you never regret it. You feel
It's
like
amazing.
cloud nine, you feel proud of yourself, you're feeling happy, your mood is elevated. And I heard you mention food too. And I know from back in the day, you already like kind of hit me to how food can affect mood and your mental health. Can you speak a little
Everything.
bit more on that, Darren?
This is the most cliche terms I think people say and hear so often. It's kind of like in one ear out the other, but it's the simplest, but it's the most real thing. You are what you eat. It's so real, and I was speaking this right because I'm the workout guy, right? And I'm a very open book. I've dealt with being a very bad eater at night, like most of my life, right? And I know I'm not morbidly obese, whatever, but like the thing is, like even as a small kid, like growing up in Missouri, not having a whole lot of money, we didn't eat well. We didn't know anything about that. And then like my parents, like my mom came from welfare, so she cooked welfare meals. My granny came from Yazoo City, Mississippi. She cooked from love, So I'm saying it because like my background was like this food wasn't nutritious food, it was food. It was food that tastes good, food that was satisfying. And so for a kid growing up on this extreme amounts of sugar, my water when I was a kid was Kool-Aid. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like that was my hydration was juice, Hawaiian punch soda. And so I said it because like I had like this background built up of not eating very well. And so that carried over into adulthood. And so I said it because this trainer who was when I was working out all the time, whatever, has always struggled with not eating as well as he could. And especially the older you get, your body starts changing. You can't you can't eat pizza every night instead of a 6 pack kind of thing. Um, I started dialing in and paying attention to my nutrition more, and so the eating thing is so crucial. You are what you eat. Like everything from sex drive, mood, sleep, hormones, brain activity, how well you take tests, how on point and like how awake you are when you're driving. Everything from how your joints ache, everything from how your muscles recover from soreness, everything from everything you put in your body affects you. And I know people always talk like about if you take a Ferrari, you don't put regular oil, you put premium, but it's so real. And so like, just think about the difference, right? It's so many. I could talk about this for hours, but
I love it. Now this is good. I'm like, yeah, keep it going.
I'm very passionate about this. Think like about like the American diet, right? Where people in America call breakfast, right? Oh, breakfast, pancakes, sausage, which is processed meat, pancake sausage. Let's throw in toast with jelly and butter on it, and then let's throw in a coffee with cream and sugar. That's sludge. Pancakes are sludge. You top them with syrup, sludge. Processed sausage, all the chemicals, all the crap is in there. Coffee, cream, sugar. Like you're imagine like 7 in the morning. You go into your garage, you pull off your cover and your beautiful wax cherry red Ferrari, and then you literally pour mud into the gas tank.
Mm.
You know
Whew.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Versus if you open your day off, you know, do your little morning routine with that stretching, meditating, or whatever you do. And then the first thing you put in your body is blueberries,
Yeah.
avocado, which is healthy fats, um, some kind of high protein, and you know what I mean, like just the difference. What you put in your body is so crucial. And if you're someone who's like looking for results, like say look for fat loss, I mean that's just common sense. You have to put in the right things to, like see results. 'Cause, like a lot of people will work out and not eat the right way. They don't see the results. Then they say, "Oh, screw, it's not working." Then they get discouraged from working out. It's like a giant like it's all connected, but what you put in your body literally affects everything. Everything.
Great.
Everything.
It makes sense. I mean, I just recently kind of changed my eating habits some more since being in quarantine. Like now I'm only eating seafood. Like I don't eat chicken or beef or like pork anymore. I don't even oh, I know what it was. I watched that What the Health documentary. You know you when you be watching documentaries. And I was like, oh, let me try it.
Yeah. Throw
You
everything
mad
away.
shook.
Empty the refrigerator. Throw it all out.
Yeah, you be mad shook. Like, can I eat this? Can I eat that? Like,
Hmm.
I didn't go that far, but it just kind of made me think. I was like, because I've always been the biggest meat eater, and everything you said about family diet, like I completely relate. Same, very much the same. We're just trying to eat for taste, for love. Nobody's really thinking about the nutrition value like that. So now I eat differently. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I still have my weaknesses. Processed food are still kind of a weakness for me,
Hmm.
but I have noticed a change in my mood. I feel like I'm more peaceful. I feel like I was more kind of like rah 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 when I
Well, think about it. Think about it.
right.
Think about it. Like, okay, a couple of things. You really are what you eat. So one thing is very, very simple people can do right when they go to the store. First of all, like how they say, like grocery store, try to shop on the outside, not the middle, because the outside things are more the fresh food. The inside aisles, like the more like processed back stuff. Try to in general stay for things that are packaged and boxed up. Like, you can get a couple things like organic protein powder that obviously comes with the package, but just in general, you want to just put as much fresh stuff in your body, right? And also, if you when you're looking at a package, A, if that's like 56 ingredients, you probably don't want to put it in your body. And then B, if it's like ingredients you literally can't spell, like what does polyethylchloroxine mean? You know what I'm saying? You probably need it in your body because that doesn't grow on the earth, in the earth. Like if you can't walk outside and see that growing or don't know what that is, that means it's man-made in the lab and it's not really like a natural thing. But I do want to speak on this, right? Because
Yeah.
okay, so food documentaries, it's a thing, it's an industry, it makes money, right? And some people who make those genuinely have good intentions on putting out good information for people because they care about people's health. However, though, you do want to like be cautious because like you do want to do your own research. Like, What the Hell is a great documentary, and Forks Over Knives, and there's a lot of classic, really good documentaries about food and nutrition and health. But I will say that, for example, right now people say don't eat meat. Some people can't eat meat, but common sense, right? Is you obviously want to eat what's better, beef that came out of a package that came from some Texas giant cow farm, where it's like 500,000 cattle on top of each other, and then they're killed in a terrible way, and then they come to you weeks later. Or if you go on an elk hunt and legally hunt the elder elk that you chased for a week and you kill him immediately and he is very healthy. Like, so I know like a lot of people like jump to say, oh, don't eat meat, but you gotta think, right? Let's look at like the Inuit people in like Alaska, who like a lot of them eat seal, salmon, elk, caribou, and berries, and they're extremely healthy. They live to long age. They have very few conditions. So some people can't eat meat, but again, it's just like if you are going to, obviously you want to eat better meat than some. Like you don't want to eat like the
Yeah.
freaking processed frozen nuggets. You obviously want to eat like wild caught salmon, or you know what I mean. So like I would just say that when it comes like to watching stuff online, um, long story short, it's common sense. It's common sense. Eat more green stuff.
Yeah.
Stay away from the sugary bread. Don't eat too much sugar. Don't eat too much Pop Tarts. But eat like blueberries and salad and fish versus Pop Tarts, pizza rolls, and Kool-Aid. A lot of it's common. It's common sense.
No,
You
you're
know.
right. Yeah. I hear you for sure. Darren, what advice would you give to someone who wants to start a more healthy fitness journey? Like, what would you say to them?
Okay. So the way I look at things, like do something, and then it's going to lead to something. It's going to be like a snowball effect. So if you do nothing at all, right? You don't ever work out or whatever. I know people say find your why, whatever. That doesn't always work necessarily. So it could literally be anything. So if next time your friends are playing flag football on the weekend, just show up. Even if you don't get in the game, show up and watch them, because you might see the fun they have, and then it'll lead to something in the future. Or if it's someone who is diligent, like, okay, let me start researching the benefits of working out. Do whatever you think is going to lead to something possibly, because those possibly things are going to lead to something else. So like snowball effect. And then, because you can always look back at like your day one, and then you never know how it led to 5 years from now. I'm a trainer and I'm competing in the physique show. if it's someone who actually is like looking for like a goal, or I want to be healthier, I want to be stronger, I want to be more functional, I want to be able to just lift my grandkids, I want to be able to go up those stairs after work and I'd be out of breath. That's the kind of more practical person I can really zone in with. Now with them, you know, maybe you need to find a personal trainer. Maybe you need to start. You can literally go on YouTube and type in any kind of workout, like beginner leg workout, no equipment on YouTube. You'll find something about it. So look for workouts, scale them where they're going to work for you. The main thing is because like it can be a very daunting thing, like, oh my God, this whole fitness world, how many workouts, how many meals, blah, blah. The main thing is start moving. And I would suggest 3 workouts a week. Space them out with days in between. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, whatever. Or you can do Monday, Thursday, Saturday. Space them out 3 days a week. I'll do like a 20-ish minute workout. And even with that, it doesn't have to be 20 minutes the whole time, panting, breathing hard, burpees. I'm saying like moving. It could literally be, and you know, if you want to scale down more, go for a walk every other day for ever much time you feel comfortable, and then over time add hills, and over time walk faster, and over time maybe jog. Then from going from the jogging to maybe start body weight training, different body weight training to maybe lifting weights. You know what I'm saying? But the main thing is start, because it's so easy to keep putting something off. But the main thing, it's so funny. Like I think if not the only, maybe the only or one of the few healthiest things you can be addicted to is take care of your body. It's like, because again, there's nothing negative about, you know what I'm saying? Unless you injure yourself, there's nothing negative about working out. You improve your body, improve your hormones, improve your posture, improve your health, improve your cardiovascular system. You improve how you look, improve how you feel about yourself, release endorphins. Like there's nothing bad about working out. And so just do it. You know, it's about scaling things, doing what you know you're going to stick with.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you haven't worked out in 5 years, you're overweight, you don't even like training, don't try to go to a intense competition level CrossFit class. You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous. You can get hurt. You don't know what you're gonna do. You don't know what you're doing, and you're gonna be discouraged likely because it's gonna be so hard. So it's like start somewhere.
I know for me, how I started doing things I thought were fun. Like
There you go.
Zumba.
That's
That for
smart.
me, I was like, this doesn't even feel like a workout. This just feels like I'm dancing, I'm having a good time. And
Zumba is genius. It's
yeah,
genius. Like a
yeah.
lot of people don't like lifting weights, and like obviously Zumba is mostly women do it, but like a lot of women don't like lifting weights, and so, but I mean, you're moving, you're sweating.
Yeah.
It's a community. The atmosphere is fun. You get more coordinated, you feel more confident, a little sexiness with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a good mixture. But I will say though, like I know some people are their primary mode of exercise is only distance running. Some people only lift weights, blah blah. But you do want to be as balanced as possible. So, example, ideally, if you have access to this, someone who goes on either jogs, walks, or runs. So like you just do like that kind of mode of working out. You want to balance that with some kind of resistance training twice or more a week, some form of yoga to stay flexible, stretched, and your system working, or something like low impact like Zumba that's fun to you. So basically, like in general, what you're working out, you want to be as balanced as possible. You don't want to necessarily only do one thing if you can avoid doing it, because we're creatures who like doing a lot of variation of stuff. So it's just good for the body to keep it mixed up and a balance of all the different areas of training.
That makes sense. Okay, so Darren, now I'm just going to ask you one last question. This has been so much fun talking to you. I've learned a lot. I want to ask you, with all this fitness experience, your training, and the challenges that you've done, where do you see yourself in the future with how you want to help people? Like, do you have any vision of where you want this to go for your career and your life?
Yeah, for sure. Kind of interesting story. So I ran a boot camp in DC for 6 years, right? Non-stop. It was my entire existence. It was my identity. That's what I did. And then like I moved out to across the country to LA for like a different job, and wasn't really able to do boot camp at the time. And I kind of purposely took a break from it because I had been going so hard for so long, and I was kind of worn out. But that's been over 2 years now. It's weird because like I haven't trained heavy in 2 years. It's kind of even weird to even say. As far as like training other people. So long story short, I'm actually working on starting my own business. I'm still like trying to see like what it's gonna look like exactly because whole COVID thing, whatever. But it's kind of like calling me like to get back to it 'cause, it's my passion. So it's like it's kind of like it's about that time to get back to it. So I mean, I'm always gonna be someone. However it looks, I'm gonna be someone who helps. I constantly get people inboxing me for advice.
Yeah.
And of course I want to monetize that. But I'm so passionate about helping people take care of themselves and just whether it's a small change here or like literally change your life around that I'm always gonna put that out there and just stand for that. So exactly how it's gonna look, I'm not sure, but I definitely plan on starting my own business and I definitely want to get back to training heavy because that's what I love doing. So yeah, my entire life for as long as I'm around, I'm gonna be passionate about taking care of yourself and fitness. Yeah, that's how it looks.
That's dope. You guys, please follow Darren. I'm going to put his Instagram on the screen so it's easy for you to access. He also posts really hilarious memes. I feel like I'm constantly laughing at his memes.
It's funny because like yeah, I do. I'm not gonna lie. But my stories like the ones I post. I probably shouldn't say it like this. My story. That's like the ones I really post. Like the rap. Like the ones on my page are more like but the ones on my story are ridiculous. But that's like my thing. Like my passions are fitness and comedy. So you can't deny who you are. I'm a 24/7 clown.
And we love it. I know this is probably the most like serious I've seen you be, but we're talking about serious things. So let me know. You guys want to follow a video of Darren just being silly?
Oh man.
Thank you so much for doing this. This has been really great and helpful. Okay, guys. Well, that's it for this episode. Bye.